Hello, we're delighted to welcome you to the inaugural Challenge London event, the rebranded London Triathlon, now partnered with Challenge Family. As such, the event will take on a new shape this year, offering an incredible one-day celebration of sport, with new distances and challenges, as well as pro athletes taking to the course. Over the course of the day, there'll be 6 different distances which participants will be taking part in, including the brand new middle distance, which will see triathletes take on a longer challenge of a 1.9-kilometre swim, 80-kilometre bike, before completing a 21-kilometre run. We're excited that you've chosen Challenge London, and this video is here to give you the information, advice, and top tips you need to feel confident and ready to succeed in your chosen challenge. We promise that you're in for an incredible experience. We're delighted to be welcoming back Great Ormond Street Hospital Children's Charity as our headline charity partner. Thank you to everyone that's taken on fundraising as part of your Challenge London journey. The money that you raise for amazing causes really does make such a huge difference. We also want to thank our event partners who have helped bring this event to life: Royal Bank of Canada, Hoob, Runner, Let's Do This, Carbon Char Store, and Just Giving. Finally, we would like to thank our fantastic staff and volunteers who will be there with you every step of the way on event day. The incredible Limelight Ear volunteers will be cheering you on all the way, helping you keep hydrated and be the first to congratulate you over the finish line. To ensure your day runs as smoothly as possible, please watch this event safety briefing video that will take you through the course and highlight some key points for you to remember to ensure you're ready for your triathlon. All participants have the option to collect their race pack the day before or on race day. Race pack collection and pre-event bike racking will be available on Saturday the 5th of August in the event village within the Excel South Halls from 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. and is mandatory for all middle distance participants. For all other participants, if you plan to arrive for race pack collection and bike racking on the day of the event, please ensure that you arrive 90 minutes before your start time to allow you to set up and get ready to race on time. The event village will be open from 5 a.m. on Sunday morning. We recommend that all participants and spectators bring with them a small bag containing only their kit. Larger bags will be subject to searches, and even small items may be subject to random bag search upon arrival. In the week before the event, you will be sent a QR code. You'll need this QR code ready on your phone or an old-school printout to collect your race pack. Upon arrival, head to the chip collection lane that corresponds to your entry. Here, a member of staff will scan your QR code and give you your race pack, including your race number, safety pins, a security wristband for transition, race number stickers to attach to your helmet and bike, and your timing chip. All timing chips must be returned once you've finished your race. Please do so in the trays provided at the finish line. This year, you will also pick up your swim cap from chip collection. Please note this may be a different colour to your race bib. There'll be a separate preparation area in which you can get yourself and your bike ready after chip collection. You'll not be allowed to enter transition until all items of your race pack are in the appropriate locations. Your timing chip is an ankle strap. To attach, fasten the Velcro around your ankle. We recommend pulling your wetsuit over your ankle strap for extra security during your swim. Have your helmet fastened and your bike ready before entering the queue for transition check-in. Walk along the top row until you find your allocated racking row and follow the instructions of the marshals to rack your bike. Once you're all set, head back the way you came and follow signs to the swim start. Aim to be at the swim start area 20 minutes before your wave starts. For 2023, there's a mix of both pulse and mass swim starts during the event schedule. See the wave schedule on our website for specific wave information. For a pulse start, participants will be pulsed out one by one. Your swim time will start when you cross the timing mat at the swim entry ramp. Please take your time entering the water by walking down the ramp into the water slowly. For a mass start, all participants in that wave will be gathered between 2 swim buoys and started together. You will still enter the water at the swim entry ramp, but will need to swim to the start buoys, and your wave and time will start when the start horn goes. Please take your time entering the water via the pontoon ramp. Should you need a short time to acclimatise to the water temperature before you start swimming, please move slightly to the left to allow other swimmers to pass from behind. I'm now going to explain the different swim courses. If you're taking part in the middle distance swim, you'll complete a 400-meter loop followed by a 1,500-meter loop. Do so by swimming to the first white buoy, turn right and right again, and at the next white buoy, turn right. Finally, turning right at the fourth white buoy before commencing your second lap. On the second lap, swim to the furthest red buoy, turning right and right again. Continue to swim back to the furthest red buoy from you, turning right and right again before exiting the swim course via the finish pontoon. Olympic distance swimmers should swim to the furthest set of red buoys, keeping them on your right shoulder. Turn back and swim back to the red buoys close to the exit. Again, keeping these buoys on your right shoulder. You then swim to the exit ramp to complete your swim. If you're taking on the sprint distance, you need to swim to the first set of red buoys, keeping them on your right-hand side, and then back to the final set of 2 red buoys before exiting via the ramp. For the super sprint distance, swim to the first white buoy, turn right and right again, and then at the next white buoy turn right to exit via the swim ramp. If you get into difficulty during your swim and need assistance, simply roll onto your back, put one arm in the air, and a member of the water safety team will be on hand to support. When you've finished your swim, follow the path up towards the dockside doors, removing your wetsuit before you reach these doors. There will be bags provided by marshals in which you must put your wetsuit, swim hat, and goggles. There's a flight of stairs here which could be wet, so please take care when you enter transition. Head up to the top of transition and find your numbered racking row. Run down your row until you reach your bike. Place your wetsuit bag within your racking space. Make sure you put your helmet on before you touch your bike, and make sure you're wearing your race number on your back. Push your bike to the mount line, following signs to bike out before getting onto your bike. It's a very steep descent off the concrete ramp, so please take extra care at the start of your ride. The bike courses are as follows. Middle distance participants, you will take on 3 laps of the Westminster route before heading back to Excel. There will be British Triathlon Federation technical officials on the course with you, so please ensure you're following the British Triathlon rules at all times. Time penalties will be imposed using penalty boxes on the course for participants seen not to be adhering to these rules by the officials. Participants will be notified via blue card for drafting, littering, blocking, or other infringements, and the penalty duration is 5 minutes. Please ensure you follow their instructions at all times. Key things to remember are no drafting or riding in packs. You must be 15 meters from the bike in front unless you're overtaking. No littering. No dangerous riding. Please ride on the left and overtake on the right. And don't be tempted to try and overtake on technical sections of the course. Olympic distance participants will do 1 lap to Westminster and back, and then head to Billingsgate for a second, shorter lap. The sprint will complete 2 laps of the shorter bike route between Billingsgate and Stansfield Road roundabout, while the super sprint distance is only 1 lap of the same route. Please be aware that due to road closure limitations, the following cut-off times will be implemented on the bike route. If you miss any of these cut-offs, you'll be turned around to head back towards the Excel Centre. There are 2 cut-offs in place. Between Westminster and the Limehouse Link Tunnel, all participants must be on track to be clear of Westminster by 11:30, or you'll be turned back towards the Excel slightly earlier and your bike ride will be cut short. This will mean participants will still have the chance to complete a slightly shortened course and receive their time. A second cut-off time will be in place to allow us to reopen the remainder of the road closures, meaning all cyclists will need to be off the bike course by 1 p.m. When you've completed your bike laps, the bike course finishes with a climb up a ramp back to transition. You must dismount your bike before reaching the dismount line and wheel your bike back to your racking spot in transition. You must rack your bike before removing your helmet. Once your running shoes are on, head towards the Run Out sign. Your final leg is the run course. Be aware that 2 courses will be in operation at the same time, so make sure you look out for the course signage which will indicate the correct turning point for your event. Middle distance and Olympic distance participants will complete a 3.3-kilometre course, turning at the furthest turning point on the course. Middle distance participants will need to complete this lap 6 times, while Olympic participants will do this 3 times. Sprint and super sprint participants will complete a 2.5-kilometre course, a slightly shorter route. Make sure you look out for the signage which will indicate your turning point. Sprint participants will complete 2 laps of this course, while super sprints will need to complete just 1 lap. For the run, all participants must have completed the event by 2:30 p.m, allowing the event village to close at 3 p.m. When you cross the finish line, you'll be asked to keep walking a short distance towards the recovery area. Here, you'll be able to help yourself to drinks and a medal. Your timing chip is reusable, so please put these in the return bins provided at the finish. If you're in a relay team, we're asking you to use your timing chip as a baton with your relay members. The timing chip will need to be passed to each member between each leg of the triathlon. There is a team meeting point before the finish where all relay members can meet to run through the finish line together. To support you during your challenge, we will be providing much needed hydration at aid stations. But please take note of where these will be located and who they are intended for. On the bike course, there will be an aid station that will be in place to support our middle distance participants only. If you're an Olympic, sprint or super sprint participant, please do not try to stop at this station unless you need medical support. You will be able to fill your water bottles from a number of refill points within Excel and in our event village, so that these can be stored on your bike and carried with you. The aid station will be located close to the Excel Centre, so you will pass this at the end of each of your laps. On the run route, you will encounter 2 aid stations per lap of your run. The first aid station is located at the far end of the course, just after the 2.5-kilometre turning point. You will run past this as you return to the Excel. This is our energy station, which is partnered with Red Bull. Here, you can access both water and Red Bull. The second aid station will be located just outside the Excel Centre, and you will run past this as you exit the hall after completing your lap. This aid station will provide all participants with water. However, there will be additional nutrition provided by High Five for our middle distance participants only. If you require any medical attention, there are medical positions located at the aid stations. When passing an aid station, please ensure you are riding or running in the correct direction of the route, and do not cross runners travelling in the opposite direction to access the station. Once you've sufficiently hydrated, please use the bins provided to discard your cup. And that's it from us. We look forward to seeing you at Challenge London.